Hello, everybody, and welcome to a live on Friday, the 31st of October. My name is Elizabeth from the ICB team, and today I'm joined by Marianne Young from FreeAgent. Hello, Marianne.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us. I'm just going to let other people join us and come and say hello and let us know where you are. For those of you in the know, in 6 weeks before the Bookkeepers Summit, I am joined, or Amy is joined, by somebody to talk about the Bookkeepers Summit, what's happening and how that works. As a reminder, Bookkeepers Summit is on Monday the 17th of November in London, at the QE2 Conference Centre, and we have a virtual summit running that week as well. So on a Friday, lunchtime, I like to get somebody along who's interesting and is involved in the summit. Is it an excuse for me to talk to my friends? Yes, it is. So Marianne, talk to us about your role at FreeAgent, and talk to us about how FreeAgent has been a big supporter of bookkeepers over the last couple of years as well.
Absolutely, yes. So I work obviously at FreeAgent accounting software, and I joined over 6 years ago into the marketing team. And basically from the start, I've always been working with our accountant and bookkeeper partners, trying to really understand that audience and basically just feed insights back to the team. But for me personally, I've been working closely with the bookkeeper audience for that whole time. So really trying to champion bookkeepers and how important a role they play in that wider practices audience within the company. And then making sure that what we do from a comms side and beyond really speaks to problems that bookkeepers are having and resonates.
That's really important. I think that empathy is often missed in a lot of marketing. And if you think about our audience today are going to be bookkeepers and accountants, I wouldn't mind knowing a bit more, like, practically, what are you doing on a day-to-day basis? You are responsible for the website? Are you doing campaigns? What does marketing look like for you at FreeAgent?
Yeah, it was very varied. So I'm in a kind of more campaign role, or like kind of project manager role. So I'm lucky enough to work with our lovely content team and our design team and our email team, and we kind of orchestrate, and obviously a lot with our sales team, who many of whom will account manage lots of the lovely ICB bookkeepers, and bring the groups together to kind of deliver email campaigns and lots of different projects really that speak to practices.
Great. And I think we're very proud that ICB bookkeepers are not backward in coming forward in terms of their feedback. And that's been really important with our software partners, because it allows people to form a relationship, doesn't it? So people at FreeAgent we know and love, people like Jem Malik and Kirsty and people like that. I think that's really important about you putting a face in front of the software too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Jem's a really good example of that as well, because she started her life at FreeAgent as an account manager and got to work directly with some of the lovely bookkeeper partners. And she's taken a couple of interesting steps since, with all of that knowledge that comes from speaking with bookkeepers day to day, into working on her integrations. And then now she's actually working in the product team, actually working on the product. So this is a really good example of that kind of the way that kind of, she's been spending a lot of time with bookkeepers, and now all of that insight can feed right into the product.
So FreeAgent are back at the Bookkeepers Summit, just thinking of Jem. And last year, I think Jem's been on stage for the last couple of years, actually.
She has, yeah.
So she's a familiar face. She's on back on this year. What's Jem going to be talking about?
So unsurprisingly, I bet people can guess what the topic might be. It will be all about MTD. So yeah, she's going to be doing a workshop on the Monday, the in-person day, all around kind of getting MTD done. So tips for stress-free client support. So how can we give you some tips and tricks to really guide your clients through all these changes with confidence. Is kind of what she'll be talking about, which will be really great. And I know it's something that bookkeepers are actually really good at as well.
Yeah, because they're there every
working
day.
with clients.
But I think a thoughtful thing to talk about in terms of the fact that it's one thing giving bookkeepers and clients the right software to use, but understanding how that message goes across is another thing. This is a big change for a lot of people, isn't it? And we're going to have to make sure that they're informed and they feel reassured that the bookkeepers and accountants have got their back on it as well. I think
absolutely.
It's important. And so Gem's there on the Monday, and then obviously we have the virtual summit on Wednesday and Thursday the same week, and FreeAgent are involved in that as well.
Yes, absolutely. So on day one of the virtual summit, the Wednesday, we've got our very own Stu McEwen, who's actually he leads the team who've built our MTD solution, and he'll be doing a demo there for bookkeepers. And then on the Wednesday, Gem will be running her workshop again, so that if anyone has missed it or just wants to catch it again and have a chance to kind of ask questions in the Q&A, yeah, they can do that.
So just a reminder then that if you do have a ticket for the in-person summit, you also get access to the virtual summit as well, because there is slightly different. There is an awful lot of different content. There's some similar, but majority is different. So it's worth, if you look at the agenda, you can pick and choose what you want to get involved in. And I think as well, you learn differently when you're sat at your desk, don't you? I think that's when you're in the room. It's an awful lot about having that kind of shared experience with other bookkeepers as well. So FreeAgent have been to the Bookkeepers Summit a lot. And what about you? Have you been there a lot? What's your experience of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think my first one was in 2019. It was at Heathrow, near Heathrow, I think, that year.
Right, yeah.
And then I've been to everyone since, but obviously I think there was at least 1 year where it was all virtual through COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been really lucky to be able to go down to each one. Yeah, so that's been really nice. And it's just, I mean, we love bookkeepers, but we really do love the summit because it feels like more than just an event where you know, people are ticking off getting their CPD and stuff. It feels a bit more like there's genuine excitement from the bookkeepers to come and catch up with people and hear about what's going on in the industry. So yeah, I think just the kind of, and that's quite contagious. I feel like sometimes I leave the summit and I'm like, I wonder if I should train to become a bookkeeper.
That's what Sophie always says. She says she's so used to telling people how brilliant it is to be a bookkeeper. She's going to accidentally end up a bookkeeper one day.
Yeah.
I don't have the necessary intelligence to be a bookkeeper. I'm going to stick with the marketing.
I'm sure you do.
But yeah, it is great. And I will say that I love being in the room at the start of the day and just seeing everybody greet each other. So a couple of things as well. If you are thinking about coming along and you haven't been before, we run a buddy scheme led by Helen Bauer, and this means you can sign up. There'll be information on our channels about it. Maybe Jasmine could put a link in as well if she's watching. But we run a buddy scheme, so if you are a bit nervous about walking into the room, then there's somebody to meet you there at the door as well. And you can have a chat beforehand and on the WhatsApp group and meet up with people beforehand, because it is a thing, isn't it? It is a thing of so many bookkeepers in particular are working on their own in small practices, or with one or two other people to get back out there. I mean, just to arrive, just to get to London for 8:30 is a big thing, isn't it? So that's why we always make sure that we look after our members. There we are. Jasmine put the link in there, so it's really useful. Right, and so talk to me about the socks, because as you can imagine, I do a lot of events, and in my drawer this morning I opened it and there were Zero socks, there were ICB socks, and I picked the FreeAgent socks obviously because they are, I believe they're superior quality.
Oh, well, that's great. I will feed that back to the team. Yeah, we love our FreeAgent socks. I think we tend to have like two key things that we're known for swag-wise, and it's the socks, always the FreeAgent socks, and Tunnock's tea cakes with our Scottish roots. So there's always been some funny situations where, like Accountex, where the team have had to go and do like a Morrison's run to just get more Tunnock's tea cakes at the last minute because we've gone through so many.
Yeah, it's a day two Accountex staple for me.
Yeah.
I would say in the morning, first thing that I need I'm more there for a caramel wafer rather than a tea cake.
Yeah, me too. Actually, that's my preference. But yeah.
But can you confirm that you are bringing both the tea cake?
I believe we are. Yes, tea cakes, and I'm pretty sure we'll be bringing socks. I'd be surprised.
Well,
We always bring
it'd be a
socks.
revolution if you don't people on the barricades. And also, I remember Accountex. Was it Accountex? Was it Fab? There was a blimp. Is that right?
Yes, there was a blimp at Accountex North, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a blimp, and it was talking about how we're ready for MTD, and it was floating around the sky of the exhibition hall above all of the competitor stands, which was quite funny.
Is that coming this year or not? I don't know if we can have it at the Kiwi2.
Not to the summit, I don't think, but yeah, well, this is a new venue, isn't it? So maybe when I'm there this year, I can scope it out for a potential blimp next year.
2026. Okay, good, great. So that's the summit. We're really pleased to have you there. We know a lot of bookkeepers are using FreeAgent, especially. We can see your star is rising around MTD as well. Lots of people are talking about your solution. Sorry, that was a really marketing word to use, wasn't it? Your solution. A lot of people talk about your software and what it does, which I think is really important. Let's talk a little bit about the LUCAs in terms of you've had a run on the friendliest software provider of the year, apart from 1 year. Is that right?
Yes, 1 year.
And why did you miss out? Was it 2021?
2021, and there was a company called Centa where I think maybe you were potentially at the time.
I got up on that stage and got that award for myself. And the rest is history. Look at me now, part of the ICB family. So, it's a great award to have. I remember feeling very, very delighted to have it because it means you've got a real connection with your audience.
We love it. It means so much to us because we feel like it's a unique award that kind of recognizes, not just how easy to use and user friendly the software is, which we know FreeAgent is really well known for, but it goes beyond that to recognizing the kind of support team who, again, FreeAgent really well known for how amazing the support team are, and the account managers and basically the whole company. So it really feels like one that means a lot to us. But this year, as we say every year, the competition is fierce.
Let me have a look about who the competition is this year, please. Oh gosh, it's a big one. A2X Accounting. They're a great company. We're doing lots of work with them, and one of our ADCO members works there as well. Adfin have been everywhere. They've been taking their tea van all around the country, haven't they? Apron are very, very popular. Dext as well, and the big one I think you have to beat is Hey Monica.
I know, that's going to be really hard.
That's going to be really hard because obviously Joe and Zoe are so well known. So I don't know. I don't like to know the results. I find it too distracting for me if I know. So I much prefer I get told like right at the last minute, because also I've got no face either. So I've got a poker face, so I couldn't.
Oh goodness. Oh, I'd be awful at that. That's a good point. So that's exciting. So
the LUCA Awards are held on Monday evening. So we have the summit during the day. Yes, it is a big day. We have the summit during the day. We have a quick turnaround, and we come back for the black tie LUCA Awards. It's a glitzy do, isn't it?
It very much is, and it's like, I think it's just people really have a great time. Like, it's a really fun evening.
I always find it very emotional as well. And obviously we've been to Accounting Excellence and things like that. And Accounting Excellence is vast, and there's so many people there. And other awards I've been to as well. It feels very vast, but I feel with the LUCA Awards, it's more contained, and there's just lots of people wishing each other well, which is a key characteristic of the bookkeeping community, isn't it?
100%. And I think as well, because like it's not just an audience that have come to an event, it's like a community. So like so many people know each other, and if they don't, they're always really open and ready to, you know, be friendly and meet people. I think it just doesn't feel like you're at a corporate awards day at all. It feels much friendlier than that.
But it is very black tie. I don't want any casual wear. This is not a space for casual wear. I hope you've got your finest clothes on. Miriam, you've got your outfit sorted.
Yeah, so I'm actually not able to come to the awards this year, but I know that I think a couple of the team are definitely picking out their finest. And yeah, I mean, last year I think I wore an ICB red dress, sparkly heels. So yeah, it's definitely not one to just pitch up in.
No, it's high glamour, I'm afraid. You have to turn up looking as sparkly as possible. And so we have a lovely drinks reception, and there's a really lovely meal. Amy and I went for a tasting, which was, you know, a tough day at work. But I tasted all the food for you, and I tasted all the wine for you, and I did that because I work hard at my job. So I've done that sacrifice. We have a lovely meal, and then we have Amy presents all the awards, and then afterwards there's a massive disco. It's great.
Yeah, so much fun.
It does have that feeling of kind of end of term feeling as well. So
I was just going to say, it kickstarts the kind of, it always feels like after the Bookkeepers Summit, it's almost like, right, now it's can kickstart festive season, really.
Yes, that's right. Yes. We were just talking before in our team meeting about how, you know, Halloween finishes and then the next day it all starts, doesn't it, on the Christmas adverts, and Mariah Carey is defrosted. But really, Christmas starts after the Bookkeepers Summit. That's what we say. Right. So I do want to get your opinion on some of the finalists for the LUCA Awards, because you know everybody in the industry. The big award that we always finish on is the Bookkeepers Champion. And so the last 2 years, Kirsty St. John, who is chair of our advisory council, bookkeeper of renown, all-round good egg, has won this award. She's not made the finalist this year, and I think it just speaks to the competition. Mm-hmm. Bookkeepers Champion recognises somebody who really supports the community and the industry and is out there talking about bookkeepers. So I'm going to tell you who's on the shortlist. Okay. Your honest opinion, Marianne, and bear in mind you're going to have to come face to face with these people. Ask the finalists for the Bookkeepers Champion Award are Ask the Accountant, which is the podcast that Johan and Aaron Patrick run, which is really great. I really like them. They go live every morning, but they also do their podcast pit stop at events. Have you seen them?
Yes, I have. And they're also running the MTD series as well at the moment with Amy and Susanna as well. So yeah, lots going on there.
You've been a guest on that podcast. Did I see that?
Yeah, possibly. Susanna and Amy talk a lot about FreeAgent, which is really, really great because obviously, I mean, yeah, we've been very involved there in terms of MTD. I'm pretty sure Stu McEwen was actually at one of them. Yeah.
Stu there. So they're doing lots of great things, and they're really very present in the community, and they are really, even though they're called Ask the Accountant there. They're rebranding for the day. They're coming along to the day. They're going to rebrand to be Ask the Bookkeeper, obviously.
Amazing.
Sir Chris Downing is on the list as well. I think he's on the list every year. I don't know if his name just gets left on. No, that's not true. He gets nominated. These are all nominated. Craig Ogilvie from HMRC. Have you had much to do with Craig?
Yeah, FreeAgent have done a lot with Craig actually, and this is really cool as well. Is this the first time someone from HMRC's been nominated for this Like that feels pretty, like pretty groundbreaking actually. Probably reflective of how he's really working with the community to get MTD done. So that's really cool to see actually.
Yeah, and like I said, especially because he's nominated by bookkeepers as well. This is all things that came from our members. I think he does a great job of listening to bookkeepers, and representing the bookkeepers and accountants in terms of what they get their role in MTD. I think he understands it, and he does the hours, doesn't he? He does the miles, and you see him at every event. He is talking at the summit. He's going to be in conversation with Amy. So this year we've got a different app, and you're going to be able to submit your questions as well. So we're going to be encouraging people who are in the audience to put their questions directly to Craig, and really putting him on the spot. I think this will be useful. Right, so
really good.
Arts accountant Chris Downing, Craig Ogilvie, and then 2 bookkeepers, Stephanie Marshall. Have you come across Stephanie?
I've seen a lot of her name. I think she's, it makes sense that she's here.
So Stephanie runs a community for the community for bookkeepers, but also she's just done loads of work in terms of promoting bookkeeping, and she's got a podcast, and I think she's got 5 other nominations as well in the LUCA. She's very, very active. She's always out there talking about the role of bookkeeping and talking about what it's like to own your own business, and talking about and she's got young children, and she's very real about the pressures that we're all facing. I think that's really helpful. She's also finalist for Influencer of the Year, which she won last year. So again, does she retain that? I don't know. And then finally, Zoe Whitman from Six Figure Bookkeeping and Ask, and the Hey Monica.
Yeah.
So it's just always there, isn't she? So consistently supportive of bookkeepers.
I know. I mean, literally, this category was probably designed for someone like Zoe. It's really cool to see her there again.
Yeah, and she's an ICB. Joe and Zoe both started as ICB, and they did all their qualifications. So it's great. We just like to see our members thrive. So come on then, who do you think? Who's going to?
Oh my goodness, this is impossible. I think it could go any way. I don't really know, because obviously, I mean, I'm gonna say, maybe I should be more diplomatic and not give an actual answer, but I'm gonna say Zoe. We've done a lot of work with Zoe and Joe, and we love them.
Yeah.
But honestly, anyone could win it in that category, and would be so deserving.
I think I agree with you. I think Ask the Accountant is a really strong contender, because I think they've got a good following. I think this is voted for by people as well. So
and I think probably as well, what's helped is, although it's Ask the Accountant with like Susanna Whelan involved in their MTD kind of series as well, bringing that more bookkeeper angle in. And of course, she's up for Bookkeeper Influencer this year as well, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I like her story as well, that she was working for, I was looking at the other day, that she was working at Channel 4, wasn't she, in finance, then wanted to, like so many, wanted to set up, have a practice that facilitates their lifestyle. I think that's really important. Yes, Susanna's doing that. Yes, and I've known her since the centre years as well.
Oh, really? I love it. I think I've been lucky enough to sit next to her at the Lucas a couple of times, and she's always got great stories about her pre-bookkeeping life around like meeting famous people in her Channel 4 role, and very cool.
And she's very glamorous as well.
Very glamorous, very lovely.
Okay, that's great. I think that's, we don't want to take people's time too much. I think we're looking forward. What else are FreeAgent up to? You're out and about on the road.
We've been having a really nice time throughout October, as we've been out on the road meeting lots of bookkeeper and accountant partners for our road shows. So the physical in-person roadshows are now over, but we've got our virtual roadshow coming up for FreeAgent partners on the 13th of November, which is really exciting. If you're not a FreeAgent partner, don't worry. We also have an exciting event coming up, which is right at the end of November on the 27th, where we'll be running a webinar all about FreeAgent and Metal, and how you can use that relationship to help you kind of get MTD done. And that's exciting. I think I'm hoping bookkeepers will enjoy that one, because I know how well they know software and how detail focused they are. So I think getting a good look at how those two solutions can work to help, that'll be good.
Yeah, and I think as well, just anything that makes your life easier in terms of integration. Just it's best to have that power, isn't it, of being able to move very swiftly between different things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your time, everybody. We're very much looking forward to seeing you. It's 2 weeks on Monday, and yeah, we can't wait to be in the room. Yes, there are tickets still available. It's £149 for ICB members, 99 quid for the virtual summit, which is great as well. It's 2 days of action, CPD action, and also non-members. Just come along. Bookkeepers, payroll people, we just love to have you hanging around. Thank you. Thanks, Marianne. I hope everyone has a good day and isn't too frightened by small children at their door. Bye.
Thank you.